Hello, amazing people. Today I'm going to talk about getting funded and buying a business. So let's hop right into it. So getting funding to buy a business is not about luck, hype, or who you know or who you don't know. It's about following a sequence that lenders and investors expect to see. When people get denied, it's rarely because they are not capable. It's usually because they approach the process out of order. So today I want to walk you through the 11 steps to getting funded and buying a business the right way. This is foundational, guys. Whether your goal is to buy a service-based business, acquire an existing cash flowing company, or scale through acquisition, these steps determine whether the conversations with lenders move forward or stop immediately. I work with entrepreneurs by helping them understand how lenders and investors actually think. Once you understand this perspective, the entire process becomes cleaner and far less intimidating. So first and foremost, my disclaimer is I am not a licensed broker, financial advisor, lawyer, or CPA or an attorney of any sort. So none of this information should be taken as legal or financial advice. This is just for informational purposes only. Now, step number 1 is to shift from starter to buyer. The first step is mental, guys. You stop thinking like someone starting a business and start thinking like someone acquiring an asset. A starter focuses on ideas and potential. A buyer focuses on cash flow, stability, and risk. Now, lenders do not fund dreams, they fund cash flow. When you view a business through a buyer's lens, you begin asking different questions. How consistent is the revenue? What are the expenses? Can the cash flow comfortably support debt and still leave room for growth? This shift alone eliminates many bad deals before you ever even waste your time with them. All right? So step number 2, personal credit readiness. Highly important. Before any lender evaluates a business, they evaluate the individual behind the deal. This is not about having perfect credit. It's about risk signals. Late payments, high utilization, and unresolved accounts tells lenders that repayments could be unpredictable. I always say this, your personal credit tells a story. What lenders want to see is clean and explainable credit. That means issues are either resolved or have a reasonable explanation. Preparing your credit profile ahead of time reduces friction and increases your credibility when you enter funding conversations. Step number 3, proper business structure. Many applications fail because the business structure is incorrect or incomplete. Lenders want to see a properly formed entity, clean ownership, and organized documentation. If organization is messy or paperwork is inconsistent, the deal becomes harder to underwrite. So make sure all business records match and all information across the board. A clean structure tells lenders that you are organized, intentional, and capable of operating a business at scale. This step is often overlooked, yet it determines whether your application is taken seriously from the start. Step number 4, the business credibility stack. Highly important. Credibility is truthful and believable. It is the number 1 underlining factor to anything great, okay? This step may feel boring, but it is critical, guys. Business credibility includes your address. Is it professional? Are you at a physical location? It cannot be your home address, guys. Your phone number, it cannot be a Google Voice. It has to be something stable, like you can use a voice over IP to save money. Your email address, your website, a professional domain name. Your business, your info at yourbusinessname.com. It cannot be a Google, Hotmail, Yahoo, and it just looks unprofessional, guys. And your website, it has to be presentable. All information on there must be congruent and match what the Secretary of State and Duns and Bradstreet is also presenting about your business. And consistency across all platforms, guys, all of them, any place where your business is located and found. Everything must match. Lenders verify this information quickly, and inconsistencies raise red flags. If a business does not look real on paper, funding conversations in the early stages, credibility signals professionalism and stability. It tells lenders that you operate like a real business, not a temporary project. This isn't like a gig, like you're here for the long haul. This stuff is highly, highly important. I hope you're taking notes. Step number five, relationship banking. So funding does not begin with applications. It begins with conversations. Banking, well, they lend to people that they know and trust. Credit unions, community banks, and regional lenders especially value relationships. Relationship banking is key. I'm telling you, it's very, very powerful. Building a relationship before you need funding allows bankers to understand your goals, guide you, and advocate for you internally. Very true. This happens all the time. Just walking into a bank with a cold application without context or preparation dramatically lowers your chances of approvals. You have no idea how important that step is. Very vital. Step number 6, understanding deal size and reality. Reality. Okay. So understanding your actual deal size and reality, guys. Not every business is fundable. Some businesses may be profitable, but still too risky for financing. Others may have strong revenue, but weak documentation or unstable history. Buying a business is not about finding the cheapest deal. It is about finding stable, predictable cash flow that can support financing. Understanding deal size, margins, and risk early prevents you from pursuing opportunities that will never qualify for funding. Step number 7, guys, choosing the right type of business. Service-based businesses are particularly powerful because they are not easily replaced by AI. Home services, healthcare services, and professional services tend to have repeat customers and predictable demand. These businesses already generate cash flow, which lenders prefer. When you focus on service-based businesses, you increase your chances of securing funding and reduce the risk associated with rapid technological change. Step number 8, your due diligence and financial review. This is where the deals either survive or collapse. Due diligence involves reviewing tax returns, profit and loss statements, and cash flow over time. Numbers must tell a consistent and believable story. If the numbers do not make sense, you walk away. Emotional attachment to a deal is one of the fastest ways to lose money. Verification protects you and reassures lenders that the business is worth financing. Step number 9, we're almost there. Stay with me. Matching the deal to the right funding type. Each deal is different and funding must match the structure of the acquisition. Some deals are better suited for SBA-backed loans. Others work best with bank financing, seller participation, or structured combinations. This step is strategic. Guessing or applying randomly often leads to unnecessary denials. When funding aligns with the deal structure, approvals become far more likely. Step number 10, packaging the deal. Most people fail at this stage. You cannot simply say you want to buy a business. You must clearly present the story, the numbers, and the plan. Lenders fund clarity. They want to understand how the deal works, how risks are managed, and how the business will continue to operate successfully after the purchase. A well-packaged plan builds confidence and momentum. The last but best step, guys, execution and post-acquisition plan. Getting funding is not the finish line. Lenders want to know how the business will operate, how is it stabilized, and grow after the purchase, okay? A clear post-acquisition plan shows responsibility and foresight. It separates disciplined buyers from gamblers. This step reassures lenders that the business will remain healthy long after the loan is funded. Now, these 11 steps work in order. Skipping even one creates instability in the process. When followed correctly, they create a clear path from preparation to funding to ownership. For those who want to go deeper, I am hosting, along with some amazing friends, a Get Funded and Buy a Business live event in Atlanta. So if you're locally here, on January 27th, this is where we break down these steps in detail, review your examples, and walk through the process together. So if buying a business is your next best move for you for 2026, and it's your dream and your goals, this is where you learn how to do it the right way. I hope this was information you guys could use. I will love to see you in the live event. Just hit me up, click the link that's here, or DM me. Be amazing, be great. I'll see you at the event.